Welcome to our Field Day program. It's gonna be happening on May 22nd, 2023 from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the school field and gym. Hashtag best day ever. Welcome parents, volunteer, and teachers. My name is Obsuna. I am the school PE teacher. And in this presentation, I'm going to take you through what are the sole responsibilities of the volunteer in running the station. Also, I'm going to show you the map where all the stations are located. And also, I'm going to explain briefly the procedure of how the station is being played. And I'm going to show you some of the example videos for you to be able to understand it fully. Let's get started. All the volunteers are responsible for 3 M's in running the field day station. The 3 M's are number one, to man the station. In other words, you are the sole responsible to run the station from preparing the equipment, setting up, and implementing the procedure. Two is to manipulate the station. This manipulate the station pertains to three things. One is to make sure that the number of players in each team are evenly distributed. Number three, to make sure that the level of difficulty is being met. Of course, for example, the potato sack race of a kindergarten, it's not gonna be the same with the potato sack race of the middle school. No worries, I'm gonna help you with that as we go along in this presentation. And three, to make sure that we honor the tie system in giving away the points, because we will be following a point system here, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. And number three is to make it fun. I suggest that you have to set up some routines here. So the moment that you meet your group of students, you have to introduce yourself. You have to explain briefly what's the station about. Also, create a culture of being in a team, create a culture of sportsmanship while they are in your station through your action and through your words. And in this way, we could say that we are giving the hashtag best day experience, best day ever for our children. Let's talk about the point system. We will be implementing a point system not to promote competition, but instead to recognize the extra effort that other team has exerted. Also, those teams who showcase great teamwork and sportsmanship. The point system are as follows: 10 points for the first placer, 7 points for the second, 5 points for the third placer, and 3 points for the fourth placer. Now, I would suggest volunteer to be extra generous in giving away points. For example, in a potato sack race, if two teams finish at the same time, or at least they have a split second difference, please honor the tie system. Please make it a tie for them. So instead of giving 10 points and 7 points, both the team will be getting 10 points. The third placer, instead of getting 5 points, give them 7 points, and the team who comes last will be getting, instead of 3 points, will get 5 points. Now, in some of the station that needs you to collect anything in order for you to win, like for example in bottle flipping, you need to collect the bin bags after a successful flip. If one team got one bin bag and the rest of the team didn't get any, please make it like this: 10 points to those who got one bin bag, and to those who didn't get any, instead of giving them 3 or 0, please give them all 7 points. So this is the map of the field day. So the stations are divided according to its nature. We have the indoor station, we have a water-related station, and we have a team building station. So station 1, 2, 3 are indoor station. So once you get outside of this door, on the very side of the gym, you'll see a sack race station, station 3. Station 4 and 5 are water-related station. And station 6, 7, 8 are team building station. We will be also putting an open station here in case any of the student wants to sit out during the station, or in case some of the students are done with their rest and refresh area. The rest and refresh area happens to be here near the swing area. If you see lots of picnic table, this is gonna be the rest and refresh area. The bathroom that they will be using is the gym bathroom. They have to use this door. And yeah, flipping station. This is what the students would be able to learn at the end of the station, or we call it station objective. These are the materials required, and these are the procedure. Now, in this station, the odd number of player does not matter. So be it 5 in a team, 6 in a team, 7 in a team, does not really matter. So students are lining up from the starting point. So player number 1 has to run towards the cone and flip it once. Okay, it says here flip it once. If a player flip it down, so it's a no flip, so the student needs to run back, give high five to the next player, and do the same. But if it is a go flip, if it's standing upright, the player needs to run all the way to the beanbag station, get one beanbag, and run back straight and put the beanbag on the base. At the end of 3 minutes, the team that gets the most number of beanbags will get the higher points. Now, as I mentioned, please do honor the point system. For instance, if Team 1 and Team 2 gets one beanbag each, and the rest didn't get any, so consider them as first placer. Both of them will get 10 points, and the two other team will be getting, instead of 0, will get 7 points. There is also a level up round for this. So after 3 minutes, you can also do the same, but this time with the use of bottled water. So essentially, they will be getting two challenges. One is by a cone and the other one is a bottled water. It's gonna be the same rule, 3 minutes, same pattern and everything. Next is the scooter relay station 2. This is what the students are going to be learn at the end of the station or the station objective. These are the materials required. And we'll start with the students line up from the starting point, and in this station, the number of player matters. So here are the two suggestions. If there is an odd number of players in a team, either to voluntarily sit out, we should ask them, or ask the other team who are getting less number of players to take two chances or two turns to make it a balance. All right? So there is scooter 1 here, and there should be one scooter here. So there would be two scooters. So player 1 need to scoot towards the table and make a tower, a cup tower, and then go under. It says here, go under the table, and the scooter here is waiting. Take the scooter 2 all the way to the U-turn cone. You have to make a U-turn and then go back. As you go back, you need to put down the cup tower. Yes, you need to put it down and then go under and then go back using the first scooter here. Go back to the base and then next player next. Also, please do honor the tie point system. If both the team will be having, say, a split second difference, please honor a tie system. Yeah, and you are also allowed to make some, disqualification. But please do not disqualify any of the students. Just mention to them that if you didn't take U-turn here, you'll get disqualified. So there are some rules to follow. If you didn't go under the table, you will get disqualified, but please do not disqualify them in a real time. So I forgot to mention the modification required in this station. So essentially, the scooter relay station of a kindergarten is not gonna be the same with the middle school. So make sure that the number of cup placed on the table varies. So like for kindergarten to grade 2, you can put 3 cups. So their tower looks like 2 from the bottom and 1 on the top. From grade 3 to 5, make it 6 cups. So it's gonna be 3, 2 and 1, and for the middle school it's gonna be 10, so it will be like 4 3 2 1. So this is the way we can modify this challenge. Under. Again, this is the objective and the materials. I mean, you know it. This is the classic potato sack race. So what I am concerned would be number one, the number of players. So again, we can ask them to voluntarily sit out to those who are having extra players, or to ask the players of those lesser team to take two chances. Uh, there should be a modification requirement here. So for the middle school, we need to tweak it a little bit. So you can put some cones here so that whenever they are hopping, they can weave. All right. You can put some noodles here for them to jump over. So I mean, it's all up to you who's gonna be manning this station. But what I only told them to do is the basics. So you need to go where the sack and hop towards all the way to the U-turn spot, make a U-turn, and then go back. There is a modification requirement here, especially for grades, say 3 to 8 students. Yeah. And of course, honor the tie system. Sit. Station objectives and the materials. All right. So first off, an odd number of players here does not matter. So again, be it 5 or 6 in a team, does not matter. So students are lined up from starting point, and then here is a hula hoop. Inside the hula hoop are the water balloons. So with the use of the scooper, or instead of having scooper for younger kids, to add up the challenge, we can use also some racket, okay, some plastic rackets, which I will provide also. So it's like a classic spoon and lemon race. So the student need to scoop one water balloon, put it on the scooper or racket, and I mean he needs to go to the bucket and then put it in and then make a U-turn and go all the way back. Modification, you can put some cones in between so that instead of going straight, they can go in a zigzag way. That could be one. Or you can also put some like obstacle where they need to hop, hop, hop. Yeah, it's really all up to you. And then at the end of 3 minutes, the team that gets the most number of water balloon will win the challenge. We'll give them a free water balloon toss play or a free play. Of course, we'll tell them not to play dodgeball or target throwing. So we'll tell them to play catch and catch with the use of water balloon. It's gonna be fun. And make sure that uh, they need to pick up all the bursted balloon from the ground before leaving the station. Next is the sponge relay, another water station. Here is the objective, and here are the materials. In this station, the odd number of players does not matter. So be it 5 in a team, 6 in a team, that's fine. You're gonna be needing to do a little bit of setup for the obstacle course. So I'll provide a small ladder here for them to step in and out. And also we're gonna be needing a chair to put on the barricade tape. So This is how it will go. So there would be a two big small pool filled with water. So the first player needs to dip the sponge in that small pool and then go through the obstacle course while they are putting their sponge up on their head. So hop over hop, 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 and then either they can go under or you can hop over and then go all the way to the bucket and squeeze. And then after the squeeze, they need to run straight back and do the same pattern. Squeeze! Squeeze! Next is the crossing the river. This is the first team building station and this is the objective. Materials. So if there's a number of player sit out, actually does not matter. In here, it doesn't matter. Be it 5 in a team, 4 in a team, it does not matter. There is a scenario that you need to say out loud if you will be assigned in this station. There's no rule. The only rule is they need to cross the river from starting point up to the finishing point here with the use of police spot, which I'm going to provide, and the blocks. Okay, they need to cross the river. The only rule here is if they touch the floor by any parts of their body, the entire team has to go back to their base. So for example, we have 4 number players here. If you are talking about younger kids, there should be always an extra police spot. What do I mean by extra police spot? So if we have 4 here, please give them 5. Okay, 5. 3 police spot, 1, 2, 3, and 2 blocks. It's always to be 2 blocks, okay? Because I have 2 blocks here, and then the remaining should be police spot. Okay, if we are talking about kindergarten and grade 2, if we're talking about grade 3 to grade 8, the number of police spot and blocks that you will give should be the exact number of team members. In this case, if we have 4, so we'll have to give them only 4. That consists of 2 blocks. It should always be 2 blocks and then 2 police spot to make it 4. The reason why there is an extra police spot for the younger kids is the challenge is easier. If it is like exactly the same number of players with the exact number of the thing that they need to use while crossing the river, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Out. This is a hula hoop relay, another team building station, and this is the objective and the materials. In this station, the odd number of player does not matter, so it goes like this. So players are lined up in this way, so they are joint hand, standing, facing on the side. This is the starting line, and this is the assemble line. So all the 6 hula hoop are placed here, 6 hula hoop. They need to transfer it one at a time, okay, one at a time from starting point up to the assemble line here. All right, and the hula hoop needs to run through the body. Yeah, and they have to do it one at a time. So as soon as all the 6 hula hoop are transferred at the assemble line, players need to build a hat. Right? So for grade, say kindergarten to grade 5, they will be building a single layer hat. And then after they have built it, they need to go around 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They know it. And then they need to run back to the base. All right. For middle school, I forgot to mention 6 to 8, they will be building two-layer huts. So they will be only transferring 6 hula hoop here. And there are already 6 hula hoop here waiting. All right. So next is tug of war. This is another team building station. This is the objective. And these are the material. I mean, this is the classic tug of war. All you need to do is to make sure that the number of players per team are even. Since you have 4 teams, so you need to do first to group them into two for you to know whose two first team will play first and whose the other two team will play on the next round. So you will be able to do it by having a rock, paper, scissors. So you got your first two team and then you got your second two team. So from your first two team, you identify who's going to be the winner and who's going to be the losing team. All right. The winning team will advances for the finals. The losing team will advance to the battle for third place. All right. So you got the winning bracket, winner 1 and winner 2 for the championship match. And you have loser 1 and loser 2 for battle for third place. And there you have it. Take your mark. Set.